Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles. As we continue to fly this incredible, what's the word? Journey, trip, whatever. We're just moving faster and faster, and every day is something new. And David broadcasting yesterday is something new. Now he's going to be in front of the camera 2 days a week. It's amazing. It's the fun that we're having here. And wow, it's kind of beyond description sometimes, oftentimes. But welcome back. Oh my goodness. As always, there's so many, there's so much swirling around. Every time I sit here, there's just so much to choose from as far as sharing and just having a beautiful experience. And putting that experience out for anyone and everyone that wants to take it, run with it, have their own experience of this life of magic and miracles. I love what David said yesterday. If it's not magic and miracles, I'm not interested. So it's already become a thing, in the sense of, we were having a conversation last night, and then boom, I switched and said, oh, if it's not magic and miracles, I'm not interested. It's fun. It's fun to have that in your back pocket. When it pops in, it's just everything that appeared to be a problem or something that you were discussing, just you go, what? That's no problem. It's pretty amazing. And we're getting better at it. And along those lines, I just was reminded, as I was sitting here waiting for this broadcast to begin, at my job, I was driving a mother and her teenage daughter and her friend to dinner the other night. And one of the girls they were talking and telling a story about how her pictures looked, everyone always commented they thought she looked sad. And I flashed back on my first year at Berkeley eons ago, where I made a new friend. I worked my way through school, and I made a friend where I was working. And she said to me one day, I must have laughed or smiled, and she said, "You've got such a pretty smile. You should smile more." And I was a very serious little kid. And to have this person say this to me, of course, I was completely oblivious that I rarely smiled, but it switched something in me, and I would smile. I don't really know how it happened, but it was a very quick, I think it was just a shift of awareness, and my whole life changed. Even looking back, if I ever look back at pictures, all those pictures of me as a little girl, I don't have a smile, and I look so serious. And now, as we speak about it so much, the power of a smile, it really changes everything. The brilliance, the simplicity of it. And I don't know how many times you've had the experience of, you can feel it when someone receives your smile. I actually have been thanked or told, people have complimented me on my smile, but what makes me happy is that it changes the energy of the moment. It lifts a moment. It lifts everyone. And that's what we're all doing. And that's what the Advancement Center is all about. It's all about lifting each and every one of us to our brilliance, to our lightness, feeling and seeing our capabilities in ways that we've never experienced before. Just a general awareness of everything, including uncovering those things that maybe you don't want to look at. But it's good because as you bring light on the things that you see it, and if you see it, it can just, in a fraction of a second, it can change. Old patterns, old habits that have been around for years can just flip. And that's the beauty of this experience. I cannot begin to express my joy and my love of life more than ever before. Oh, I think I'm going to forget the words, but every Tuesday morning as I'm heading here to do this broadcast, I always stop. It's my tradition of picking up fresh flowers for the broadcast and getting a cup of coffee. And there's two girls I so enjoy. One of them was there today. Oh, she said the greatest thing as I was saying good morning to her, or hello, and maybe the words will pop in later, but it was said with such affection and that little mischievous look and lightness and laughter. And I continue to see this world, this humanity continually lifted so that everyone can enjoy the space of lightness and kindness and joy and laughter and fun. I continue to see it. I'm going to continue to see it as our future. And I shared with my friends here at the Advancement Center yesterday, and I feel I want to share it again today, is also an amazing experience that I had yesterday morning as I awoke, and my back has been giving me some difficulties, and I had this flash of something that Robert had shared with me about using my hands. I've always had a knowing that I've had healing hands, and there's more, but anyway, so I just flashed on, I should put my hand on my back. And of course I could feel the heat and the action, but then what happened was incredible because my experience I was traveling into the outer reaches of the universe. It was like I was connecting to, I don't know, my creator, myself, Simeon, everybody. And I had this stream of a vision. It just kept going for, again, what I see for humanity. Because there was a knowing inside of me that this pain, physical pain and suffering that we can't experience here it wasn't meant to be this way. It's not meant to. This is my knowing. So what proceeded to happen was I just started to see things that I was trying to describe yesterday in the best way I could. It started off by seeing particles of light, by feeling. It was more than that, though. And then I was describing it as a fluid. And after I shared this, it was so amazing to have Robert say, well, that's the magic, when he says, put the magic in your cells, in between everything. I was having an actual physical experience of what he's actually spoken about before. It wasn't a mental experience. It was something that was happening. And I was seeing this magic flow into my spine and create space and softness. And what happened is it just kept going. I saw our physical bodies completely supported by this magic. So again, there's no problems. If we experience a moment where something gets tweaked, it's so easy for us to allow it to just come back into its state of its natural state. And it's easy. And it's not something that you focus on. It's not something you spend a lot of time on. It's almost instant. So once again, this is what I see for the future of humanity, is this brilliant ability to heal, self-heal, to the point where it won't even be spoken about. It's just living in the world of magic and miracles. It's natural. It's what we do. It's who we are. And I'm telling you, I see it and I feel it. And I know it to be. And once again, there's so much to be excited about as we continue this incredible. It's a journey. It's something that always, I think for me, there's always surprises along the way, but there's surprises that they're more like confirmations of my own knowing, that I know I've known things forever. I mean, I'm speaking of my physical life, but I believe it goes a lot further than that. But in this physical world, once we arrive, there's this thing that seems to happen with humans, is we forget. And yet, as we're here, we start to remember, and we remember. But the Advancement Center is providing a place, not really a place, a platform, I don't know the right word, where all the doors and all the windows and all the channels keep getting opened, and more comes in. And in the process of what's transmitted, It's like it's like a star lighting up here and a star lighting up there when you're when something is transmitted that goes, "Yes, I knew that." And, "Oh my god, I felt that." And it happens over and over and over. It reminds me of bringing life to life. These these interactions with all of us, the interactions with our creator, with Simeon, with the masters, with these amazing entities that support us every day. These interactions are just full of fun and but there's a depth. It's it's a fun that it's almost like you can trying to give you an analogy. It's like feeling maybe it's like putting your toe in the water in a nice warm pool, and then you step into it, and that feeling just as your body is slowly submerging and you're feeling yourself floating and you're warm and you're comfortable and you're relaxed and everything opens and you there's this sensation of just beautiful sensation. And that's what's happening. It's just growing. And as we remember who we are, what we came here to do, and then really start to dive in, it's there's nothing like it. And I just want the whole world to feel this feeling. And I'm really at this moment spreading this feeling to all the young people. I just want every one of you, everyone actually, but the young who are just starting out and finding their way, if all of you could just feel this, connect with your brilliance, your joy, see your amazing capabilities way beyond anything that could be taught in school. You've brought these things with you. Oh my goodness, and I was just reminded of another story of a couple I was driving the other night, and I think they must have been playing a message or something from their 3-year-old boy, and we started talking about it, and it was absolutely amazing. This 3-year-old boy, and he actually started when he was 2. His awareness is so incredible. He actually speaks to them like he's an adult, like he's an old man who he corrects them. There, I mean, it's very funny. It reminded me of a funny television show, but it's incredible. A 3-year-old child and their brilliance at that age and their awareness. It's that to me is magic. And I think it's more and more and more this is happening. And it could happen at any age. It's just the magic of life. So I really, with all my heart, am just so happy to be here and everywhere and experiencing life as never before. And the honor of being able to sit here once a week and share a few of my experiences and transmit to each and every one of you, so you may have the most perfect life, perfect health, and absolutely magic future. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am Genya.